Hi, I'm Kayla Pitzer and I teach kindergarten. I've never actually really used QR codes in my own classroom besides for our Class Dojo account. I use Class Dojo just as a classroom management technique in the classroom, and I've printed out the QR codes and sent them home to parents so that they could, scan it and log on and see how their child is doing as far as behaviorally. But I've never created my own QR codes or really used them too much otherwise in the classroom. I thought one good idea would be at the beginning of each school year we have our meet and greet where we invite families in to our classroom so they can meet their teacher, see their classroom. A lot of kids, since it's kindergarten, it's their first time in the building, so it's a good experience for them to, kind of get an idea of what the building's like, find their classroom. So usually when the parents come in with the kids for the meet and greet night, I have centers set up around the classroom, and they follow the signs around the room completing different tasks, providing different information to me, as well as me providing them with information about the school year. And I thought maybe we could use QR codes instead of those signs set up everywhere and me explaining each thing. The parents could just scan the QR codes instead, and it would be maybe a more fun and interactive way for the kids and the parents to come to the meet and greet and get to meet me in their classroom for the first time. I also thought that since I send home a Friday newsletter every week, letting parents know what we completed that week, what we'll be doing in the next week, any important dates or information about their specials the following week, I could use a QR code for that instead of printing out all those copies that I know half the time don't make it home or parents just throw away and don't even read. So maybe having the QR code would be a better way for parents to be accountable and read the newsletters that I take time to make. Also, a good way would be during our daily 5 choices and guided reading to use the QR codes. I spend probably 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, explaining the new daily 5 choices at the beginning of each week for word work and work on writing, and completing a model for the students so they know exactly what to do at that center, because they are really working on being independent in kindergarten, and they know that when I'm teaching a guided reading lesson with a small group, they need to be able to complete an activity at word work, work on writing, listen to reading on their own without coming to me and asking how to do it. So I think having the QR codes set up at those centers would be very beneficial for the students. It would also hold them accountable and maybe foster some more independence for them. It would be really great to have the QR codes for listen to reading. I know some other teachers that have done this before, and there's tons of awesome QR codes on Teachers Pay Teachers that you can buy for listen to reading, and I think it'd be a really great way to build up our classroom library. The last way would be at our daily 3 math choices, again to explain what the game is or what the activity is that the students need to complete, and also have maybe a new math technology component each week. With the QR code, they could have a link to different math games based on the topic or the math chapter that we're currently working on. So those are just a couple ideas that I hope to try out next year. With the school year ending, I don't think I'll have time to try them this year, but it's definitely an idea that I would love to try.